How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Capital Gains 500 video, and in today we are looking back once again to GNUS brands, GNUS, the popular top mover, champion boy stock picker for a lot of people, GNUS, mainly because it's trading at under $5 and people really like that. They like to hold a whole bunch of shares. They feel like real investors when they hold this company, and I just made a video on it yesterday speaking of the dangers of it and why I personally did not like it, but I did get a lot of bashing comments of like, oh, you're horrible, you suck, you need to let this stock run for 5 years. And I'm like, yes, you speak more in terms of a day trader rather than an actual investor. Like, what the heck, what's up with your name and the advice and your commentary on this type of stock? Well, the reason why I'm doing it is because, like, well, I'm also like a news channel giving you guys stock news. The fact that it has been falling, it has more negativity on it over positivity. In my last video, I should have dove into why it went up. That would have helped out balance out the video. So that's why I'm making an update, and I'm actually seeing it that this stock will go back up to $5. That's just my prediction. People were telling me in the comments like, hey, we're gonna go up on Monday, and I'm like, why? And then you know, the discussion was really good, so thank you guys for commenting. I like good and bad comments, so it doesn't offend me. You know, I don't take any personal offense to like, oh, you're dumb, like blah blah blah. We all have our own opinions, and you know, freedom of speech. That's why I love America. It was just 4th of July. It's amazing. As far as what you can be told on Robinhood, it's not much. Like, just a little brief details. 20 employees, no dividend, market cap seems pretty high. We're looking at the future. You know, right now with investing in stocks in general, like a lot of principles and foundations are out the door, so it's really like, what's the next hot stock that's gonna take off? And that's why I've been talking in layman's terms of day trading, because like literally stocks will take off and it's like, cash out, man. Like, I don't know, you know, I know we're here for capital gains holding for a year, but let's say it goes in a whole 360 circle. It goes up from $3.60 all the way to $10, but in a year, from year to date, in the next year we're back at $3. What gains did you really have? I'd rather pay taxes on a trade than holding and hoping that it would stay at $10 in a year, because it can always go down. You know, it tends to happen. Let's look at the 5-year history. You see, this is what I mean. Like, if you're holding from March 11th at 240, and then a year later, March 11th, 2017, you're only up barely from 360. Where were we at? From 240. You see a whole year period. So that's why I'm talking in layman's terms of day trading, especially for this risk of holding for a year. And some people were like, well, you're not holding for 5 years. And it's like, well, this 5-year chart does not look good for 5 years either. So that's why I was bash talking this stock even in a month period. Like, this is not nice, this is not good. Look at the history on it. Like, come on, man. Moving forward, what is the good news on GNUS, and like, why should you maybe take a quote-unquote gamble? This is no recommendation. This is just stock news and my prediction of what's going to go on with the stock. Okay, so we got a nice run up on on the last trading day of the 4th of July weekend, because we got some news. But again, I wouldn't know that from Robinhood. Good thing I have Webull, and thank you for the comments once again, that there was a press conference that the CEO said that we're going to have a press conference on Monday. So I do believe Monday it's going to run up. I don't know for how long. I don't know if it's going to stay there. A lot of these validations on the companies are not real. You know, they're just figments of I think, I hope. So I do think Monday it's gonna go up. The CEO on Thursday did say that they were gonna have some big news, so that drove up the stock, as you guys saw, 50% on GNUS, 53 to a really high point of, this looks about like 65%. But it did drop back down. Who knows what's going to happen in pre-market trading hours? I think it might go up all the way to $4 before pre-market, and then throughout the day take off. I'm thinking at most this stock will hit $5.50 before we see a pushback, a pullback. And again, it's all going to depend on what the CEO has to say. Are we going to have some good news or bad news? And then I like this article I did find with Seeking Alpha. So the CEO is going to once again reinstate July 6th is going to have a call to update the investors, which obviously we have a lot of retail investors. A lot of these retail investors, they just like hope. You know, we're not. I would consider myself also also a retail investor, but I try to do my due diligence. I make mistakes, you know, we all make mistakes. So that's why I'm making this update video to like inform people of like, whoa, it actually, I do believe it's actually going to run up now. So sorry for bash talking it, but like in my core beliefs, I still will bash talk it. In the best case scenario, the company will reveal a new content distribution partnership. This is big. A new content distribution partnership. This is what can drive the stock up immensely on Monday or moving forward this new week. Imperial evidence paints a bleak outlook for Genius Brands, and the company is not likely to provide any guidance for revenue and earnings. So this is the bad part. This is the bad. This is the good. This is the bad. The bad is that they're not going to provide revenue. But again, who cares? Who cares about revenues? And that's why, as a investor, this gives me a signal that like this is a good day trade or a holding the stock for a day or two before, like, I think now it's gonna dump. These pump and dump schemes are not legal. I do not advise it. No one should cooperate or be a part of a group that's planning to pump it and dump it. It's more, I'm speculating. I think it's gonna happen, so maybe I'll position myself to take from Monday maybe just a 20% rise up, and I'll sell and I will not look back. That's just me personally, and that's still me not really believing in this stock. Again, if I want to hold this stock for a year, I don't know where this stock is going to be in a year. So I wouldn't put my life savings, maybe 10% speculation money that I can have lying around and put it in the stock. We can do good. And I forgot to mention, the title of the article for Seek and Alpha is Genius Brand Will Rise Only to Fall Harder. And this is, again, in correlation to what I'm saying overall in this video, that Genius will have a nice run up, but I think it also will fall once again. And it's just, we're not saying it's a pump and dump, but you know, people get too excited, and the ones that have the most hope and conviction that this stock is going to go to the moon will be the ones probably holding all the way till the crash. So unfortunately, that's why I'm making this video, to help and alert those specific people. There's other, you know, there's always sophisticated people out there knowing how to take other people's money in the stock market. Right now, the stock market, in my opinion, is really, really hard to be investing in it. It's really about gambling with good odds in your favor. You know, let me just put that out there. Again, that's just my opinion. Stock market is crazy, irrational, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If you're going to be in this stock, if you're going to be in it this week, you know, be careful, do your due diligence. I'm not going to read over this whole article because the main bullet points of what it is right here. And again, it's mainly what I've been saying from the start of this video. It might go up and then it might go down. The reason why it went up on Thursday was just because of a simple, oh, we're going to have an announcement. We have something great to announce. Okay, vroom. Now, like, we got a new partner. Vroom, maybe 100%. I don't know. You know, nothing is impossible apparently nowadays. One time back in March, I had MFA, the stock ticker MFA, and in one day it went 120%. I think the most it hit was 150%. And if I would have known about these schemes, I would have sold. And I had $60 invested, and that my $60 turned into $200 and something dollars, but then the next day it dropped back down to where I sold at like just a 3% gain. So be careful with these pumps and dumps. Not necessarily saying that they are, but these, because the price is so low, it's so sensitive. And again, with it's percentage points that will really affect how much money you make or how much money you lose. If we go down 50 cents, you're going to be losing almost 15 to 20% of your whatever you invested in. Right here, I do see a little bit of a good amount of pressure, a wedge right here. So I do see it breaking out even further. So we can even see like a bull flag or a rising wedge, whatever you see and whatever you want to see it or how you want to see it. And that's why I do see it popping up off on Monday. So maybe I'll get on this. Apparently now there's options on Genius. I believe before there wasn't, but we do have options. If you're going to do options, be very, very careful. I personally, I think I want to go in with some shares. I have some extra money. You know, I've been playing the stock market, yes, as a day trader, because like I am not comfortable holding any stocks for a long period of time. I've been holding, you know, Coke, because I was like, Coke is a blue chip and it's going to hold forever. And Coke for me, for example, has been going on as much as $50 and it's gone under 45, which is where I bought shares of Coke at $45. And it's been a month, it's been 2 months now that I've been holding Coke, and I have no real quote-unquote gains in percentage points. It just keeps going up and down. So I don't know where, for example, Coke is going to be in a year. So even less, I'm going to know where the heck Genius is going to be in a year. So that's just my reply to all the comments of like, oh, what the heck, you're not a real investor. Like, that's not investing, that's day trading. And I'm giving you my opinion. As a real investor, you have to know when to, you need to know when to exit a stock, an asset class, a security, because you don't want to hold this security, this stock, once it's going down 40%, 50%, 60%, oh gosh, and then hoping it can go up from $2.50, which it has, all the way up to, again, $3-4. That's scary. That's very scary. And it all depends on how much money you're dumping in there. People are crazy and are risky enough to put down $5,000, $10,000. And hey, you know, that's how you want to play. That's cool. That's cool. You know, Wall Street Bets, you want to be on the Reddit platform, everybody talking about you, you know, well, odds are you probably won't make it, but you know, hey, the probability of this one and all the news and how sensitive it is, maybe it will pop off and it'll play out. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm gonna try it out and then I will report to you guys what happened. So good luck and stay safe. I hope you guys had a great 4th of July weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys for everything, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe, man. Thank you. Peace out.
Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA, go SpaceX, Godspeed, Bob and Dog.
Godspeed indeed.
Vehicle pitching downrange.